Yo, what's going on? What's good? Welcome to another night of Let's Talk with Jules and, of course, Nelly. We have another great night of conversation for you guys. So please go ahead and share, like, and follow, subscribe, invite your friends. You got anything to add?
I'm Julia. Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. We got some great conversation tonight. So I hope everybody tune in. Don't be afraid to join. Click on the link to join. And we just plan to have some good conversation tonight.
Well, while we wait for you guys, let's kick in the intro. Yo, we're back. All right, so we have a juicy conversation for you guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. I know you got a friend, know somebody. So let's go ahead and post a conversation on the board right now so we can jump in on this conversation.
There it is.
So the topic for tonight, if you propose to your significant other, they say no, does the relationship still go on or no?
Ooh. Well, I would have to jump in and say, I don't think I would find myself proposing to my significant other.
Why, you too good to propose?
No, it's not that I'm too good to propose, but I think it's just a whole tradition. Maybe the way I was raised, I don't think I would ever propose to a guy. But hypothetically speaking, if I did propose to a guy and he told me no, of course I would want to know the reasoning behind it, but I think it would make me feel unsure in the relationship. So I'm not sure how much longer I could take part in that.
I mean, it kind of goes both ways too. It's kind of like if a person proposed to you,
yeah,
and you say no,
okay,
what's your feeling toward that relationship? You know what I'm saying?
And if I said no,
yeah, I mean, does that mean a relationship
that's actually has happened to me
exactly.
before?
So I'm sure it happens.
Yeah,
to all of us.
I think the reason that I said no too was because I feel like when things escalate or get serious on that level, you kind of click in your mind. You know if you want to or if you don't want to be with that person. And I didn't want to be with that person long term. When you mention marriage, if you're a marrying kind of person, for me, it's permanent. You know what I mean? Marriage don't mean I'm getting divorced 5 years from now. Like, I want to be married. That's, So, yeah, that was a no for me.
So even if, maybe you wasn't ready now and then maybe you might have just wanted a little bit more time. It was just like a flat out.
No, I think it was the things that I was initially seeing. Because if somebody proposes to you in that moment, what's going on in your life, that's what you imagine would be taking place for the long run.
Okay.
So I didn't it was cool, you know what I'm saying? But just the thought of marriage, it's like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do this in the long run. Not with you. This is not the life that I want. You know what I mean?
I mean, as always, you guys are welcome to join the conversation.
Please join.
I added the link on the subject. All you have to do is just click on the link or copy the subject, and it will be you can copy it to your browser, and it'll take you to the chat, and then I'll be able to add you on the screen if you want to come on and add your perspective. You know what I'm saying?
With your 2 cents.
Yeah, we want to hear everybody's 2 cents, man. Saturday night.
Yeah.
There's no football.
Not yet.
Basketball's whack. Unless you're gonna be watching some Olympic figure skaters or whatever.
Yeah, that's
all right.
You know what I'm saying? But we was popping right now.
You guys not going in the club. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
join in. Let's have a talk, man.
Yeah,
let's have some fun
a
tonight.
talk.
All right, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So click the link. You know what I'm saying? So we could get on here. So
Yeah. So what's your take on it? You didn't necessarily let me know that yet.
It's a yes and a no for me.
Okay. Why yes?
I mean, at some point you already know if you're gonna be with that person long term or not.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if you had kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you propose, if one person proposes and the other person says no, in my opinion, it should be a done deal.
Okay.
But on the other hand, also it all depends on that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the other person might need some time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because they might have some things to work out. Everybody have their reason. And
yeah, but I feel like too, for the most part, I'm not sure what the percentage is, but men, I want to say, propose to women more often than women propose to men. But if a woman proposes to a man, I feel like if he says no, a lot of men want to be financially stable before they put themselves in that situation. Like they want to know that they could take care of their family, take care of the wife, kids to come. And yeah, so
I mean, a lot of that stuff don't really even be mattering. Like if you're gonna marry somebody,
yeah, you're gonna marry.
It should be for love, not the financialness. I think people would be getting all twisted about the whole. Yeah, of course we all looking for some kind of security, but if you love the person, you love the person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of times it's the male. It's like the male doesn't want to jump into that unless he feels like he's financially.
But I think
ready.
Males will get more rejected more than females, though.
You think so? So you think women propose to men more?
I mean, the norm is always that the man got to propose to the women. So it's really marriage to me is like on the women timeline. A lot of times they be like, "Oh, I can't find a good man. I can't do this. I can't do that."
Yeah.
But if you really dig deep into their relationship,
right?
They might have got proposed to 4 or 5 times already. So it's not like you can't find a good man. You just haven't found a man that you want to be with. The men that check all your boxes. You know what I'm saying? You found plenty of men that wanted to marry you and wife you.
I mean, either that or maybe at that point in their lives, you find a lot of women in college or just kind of working on themselves.
It have nothing to do with the relationship.
I've heard.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you want to put somebody on the back burner until you get your degree.
Yeah, until you get your stuff.
Once you get your degree, you figure out, hey, nobody knocking at your door. Now you gonna pass it up. It don't move on to the next man. Your soulmate is with your best friend.
They might be gone, but I think a lot of women may feel like when they're going through college and just trying to get things to better themselves, sometimes a man can be a distraction. Sometimes a man can be a distraction to a woman.
Yeah, because the woman want to party?
No, it's not because she wants to party. I mean, just say she got an exam in the morning, but he want to come over there at night. You know what I mean?
Well, guess what? Chicks have time for happy hour.
We're not talking about that.
Nothing to do with it.
We ain't talking about that. I mean, but so if she knows,
have time to go hang out with the girls.
If she knows,
girls trip. Well, you still in college, but you having girls trip.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's not even about the dude.
No, it's a distraction though, because if she knows she has to be up at 10 o'clock in the morning to take an exam, if she really likes that man,
it's not that serious. You're not taking an exam 7 days a week.
But if she really likes that man, she gonna stay up with him.
It's about understanding. How you know the man don't want to be there with you to help you study? We don't want to be like, distract you, but we just want to enjoy company.
Men want to help women study.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I've done that before. Help you study. If you want my company, regardless of what you're doing, if you want me to be involved, I'll be involved.
Okay.
So women make these excuses about, I got to do this. They make time for what they want to make time for. Women make time for what they want to make time for. It don't have nothing to do with the man. It don't have nothing with what they're doing in college. Because if they homegirls call, hey girl, let's go out to the club tonight.
It depends on their focus though.
I got an exam, but okay, girl, I'm all stressed out. Boom, they're gonna be gone.
It depends, but
you guys make time for what you want to make time for.
Yeah, I think that's a man too though.
No. I think dude will blow an exam to be with a chick real quick. Like, oh shit, we already know if we're gonna pass the class or not. So
yeah,
I'm like, I'm about to get a D anyway. So fuck this class. You know what you doing tonight?
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way, boo. I study in the morning. Do whatever. We take some chances.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it is what it is. But as far as
I mean, back on the subject.
yeah,
though,
back on the subject. As far as a mate proposing to another mate and they saying no, does the relationship continue? Again, I would.
It depends how you feel about that person. If I dig you,
Yeah,
if I'm feeling you, I'm trying to do everything for you.
if they give you a valid
You
reason.
know what I'm saying? Look, if I'm feeling you, man, and I done, swallow my pride and like, look, I want to marry this girl. Especially if we're living together.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything.
So let me ask you this: what's a valid enough explanation to why she would say no that you would understand? Like, okay, I get it. Like, maybe after she do this.
Only valid reason I would say I need more time. Okay, I mean you should be understandable if somebody want more time, but like what other reason? Oh, I want to finish my schooling first. That's not a valid reason.
Okay, I mean, but what does she need her time for?
Exactly.
The question.
She just not that into you.
She
just because I promise you, if a bomb dude come up and propose to her and she feeling that dude, and no matter what she got going on, when the right person come, she gonna say
exactly.
She's gonna jump on it.
And that's why I think if someone says no, I feel like you just have to go
you gotta move on,
with your life.
But it's not that easy to just detach yourself. Though.
That's true. That
you know what I'm saying? I mean, once your heart's already into it, it's just like it's very little. You can't just be like, well, forget her. Then you know what I'm saying? I'll just move on to the next one.
Right.
Especially if y'all living together.
Yeah, if you're living together, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. So now it's gonna make it awkward. So it's just like now you're gonna just watch the relationship deteriorate.
Yeah.
Because this man done took the time to swallow his pride and try to lock you down, and you're gonna kick him in the gonads
and say no.
And say no for what?
Because she needs some more time.
But realistically, somebody should be a liability anyway.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They'd be a liability. Sometimes they'd be doing us the favor.
Yeah. I mean, so would you have any experiences on that you would want to share?
No. When I proposed, I did say, well, I have a funny situation. Remember, I had talked to you about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had proposed to somebody, right?
Right.
The proposal, it wasn't your traditional proposal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was awkward to where, like, I think women wants that storytelling proposal. You know what I'm saying?
Fairy tale.
The fairy tale proposal. They want something to go brag to their friends about.
Yeah.
That's probably why sometimes they might say no, because if you just lay in the bed after you done smash it, like, "Book, will you marry me?" Yeah.
They're like, you only asked me that because we just did.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's like everybody gonna ask. So how did he propose?
Yeah, you know what my story is.
What's the story?
You remember my story? My husband proposed to me. I think I was sitting at the. Was I sitting? You were sitting at the computer. I mean, because if it's not extravagant like that, I mean, sometimes you just not going to remember it. But you were sitting at the computer. I was sitting on the couch behind you, and you turned around and you was like, we chit chat a little bit, and you was like, "You want to get married?"
Cause we talked about it already. After a while, it's just like there's no point to even have a proposal.
I was like, all right, we can get married.
Oh, I mean, all that fairy tale stuff, it's just like I'm not a fairy tale person.
Yeah, I realize that.
I mean,
but it's not too late if you want to get on his knee and you know what I'm saying, we renew our vows. But he don't believe in that either.
I don't. Yeah, all that renewing vow. Hey man, I'm not going to propose 2 times.
What's wrong with it though? But I don't want to get off the topic. But
yeah, like that could be a bonus topic.
That'd be a bonus.
How do y'all feel about renewing vows and everything?
Wrong?
Like to me, that's corny. Like we've been married already.
There's nothing wrong with renewing your vows.
We're married already. Why got to renew something? It's not a license. Well, it's a license.
No, it's like okay. Just say for example. You've had your first 10 years of marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Both of y'all have grown. You've changed. Y'all the same, but y'all different people, and y'all made it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when somebody changes in a relationship, so it don't mesh, and sometimes they just don't make it. So if you can make it to the end of 10 years, what's wrong with renewing your vows for that next 10 years to come? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Marriage don't have an expiration date.
Marriages do have an expiration date.
Not on the license, it don't. The expiration date when you get a divorce.
Exactly.
So,
when you get divorced.
So it's not, if we're having a good relationship already, we don't need to renew nothing.
Really?
Everything is already copacetic.
That's your take on it.
You know, like
I feel like renewals are cute. It's just cute.
If it's gonna have a renewal, it needs to have an expiration date. You know what? I think if marriages came with an expiration date, it'll be a lot better because then it'll give you your option whether you want to continue You know what I'm saying?
That's not right.
If you want to renew your vow,
no.
That's why it needs to be done.
No.
So that means
So
if I
you
don't
feel
want to
like
renew my vow,
at the
then
end
I
of
can
10 years, at the end of 10 years, you get the option to choose.
to
Okay,
renew your vow or get out
out the marriage.
Exactly. If you, I can't say I'm renewing something that was never expired. Like that don't make no sense. I mean, it's like
but
it's like a brain fuck.
It's not that it's expired. It's just that
What,
those people.
So the love is fading. So we got to
no, it's not fading. But over time, relationships grow. Like I said, some people grow this way, but after 10 years, if you still growing this way, what's wrong with being like, hey, babe, would you marry me again? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But we're already close. Like, it don't make no sense.
I don't know. It makes sense.
It's something.
Like, I feel like it's cute.
It's something that women do to try to get men to spend more money. You know what I mean?
I feel like wedding renewals are cute, but back to the subject at hand.
Pointless to me.
Back to the subject.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, and that's why a lot of women, y'all better be happy when y'all get that first proposal. If not, brother ain't gonna do it again. If we propose to you one time, you kick us in the go now, you think we about to do it again?
Why not?
We do it to somebody else. We ain't doing it to you again.
That's not right.
First, you want a first proposal. And then when you're not ready,
but what if the first proposal wasn't kosher? Like what? If
a proposal is a proposal. When the man is ready, you're not ready, then that's on you. Then he could move on to the next person to go find somebody else.
That's true. Boom. So that's the answer to the question that we're asking.
Yeah, if you ain't ready, but if you're living together, it's not that simple because now you're still in the same household. If y'all dating and shit, and then you try to propose to that person, and the person said no, of course not, it's gonna cause a wedge.
Yeah.
Then eventually y'all gonna drift apart, because then you're gonna really know like, oh, she really not that into me.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody tell you no, because that's the first thing that would actually come to my mind. If well, like I said, I'm not traditionally, I wouldn't propose to a man, but if I did, hypothetically speaking, and he told me no, I feel like, well, I guess he really not that into me.
Why would you propose to a man though?
No, I mean, because
that's. I mean, if you want that man, watch what I'm telling that man, going for yours. Like, if you guys want a Fashion Nova dress, I go online and get it, right?
That's different.
If y'all want them shoes,
marriage is different from a Fashion Nova dress that you order online.
No, love is love.
I don't love Fashion Nova.
Love, infatuated. If you lusting over something, you guys don't have no problem going.
But you don't lust. If I'm online shopping Fashion Nova, I'm not lusting for this stuff.
It tickles your soul.
It don't tickle my soul.
It don't tickle your soul. It's an attraction, just like you would to a man.
No, but that's different.
You're like, oh, look at these red pumps.
That's different. And
you go after
actually going in and proposing to somebody. Because when you propose, you don't dedicate your life to a dress.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, dedicate a lot
you don't owe this dress nothing. A person is different.
I mean, I think you guys are stuck on that. Men are hunters and stuff like that.
That's what they say. Men hunters are gatherers.
And you guys want to feel
chosen.
Yeah, but the way times are, a lot of you guys are gonna be waiting for a long time. Well, you better go for what you want, man.
So you saying women have to settle today?
It's not settling. It's not settling if you find someone that you want.
Okay.
And you want to let that person know. In case he didn't know for sure.
Yeah.
Babe, will you marry me? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, he might love you even more for that. Because you took the initiative.
Okay.
Maybe he needed that little put. Because look, enough men are getting their emotions broken. Okay. Their heart broken, like for proposing and getting rejected.
Yeah, I think
so. You kind of helping him out, like.
Yeah, I mean, men do. I will say have it harder than women.
Right.
But I'm not proposing to a man at the end of the day.
All right, well, I mean, the good thing is you ain't got to worry about that.
No, I don't have to worry about that. But I feel like if hypothetically speaking again, if I was a single woman dating, I'm into this guy, this, that, I'm not proposing to him because I feel like it's more official when the man asks you versus a woman asking a man, because a man really has to be in it to even.
So why did he feeling you, right?
Right.
But he had his heart broken, so now he don't want to get rejected again. But he don't know for sure how.
I mean, if he feeling you enough, he gonna go for it.
Yeah, but you probably you might feel him, you want to marry him, but on the other side too, you could be an asshole. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? If I'm feeling him like that, and I feel like he's so reserved or scared to act like that, it would be a conversation I would bring up, but I'm not proposing to him. I'm not going to get on a knee and asking a man to marry me.
Hey, I'm gonna need you guys to jump in on this.
Yeah, y'all jump
man.
in.
So we can talk. We can go back and forth here all night long. So go ahead and click the link.
I'm not proposing.
Go ahead and click that StreamYard link, because I want to hear some of you guys' perspective on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm not doing it.
We could go back and forth about this, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If I propose to somebody and they say no, we're done.
Yeah,
we're done. Yeah, I mean, that's not really a good enough excuse, I would say, for you to say no. Like, that means you just don't feel me.
Right.
If you don't feel me, then you know what? I'm not gonna beg you, man.
I think that goes back to when you were in search of a place and stuff like that. And he didn't necessarily give me an ultimatum, but he was like, "Hey, you moving in with me or what?"
Hey,
and I was like,
"You want to be with me or not?"
See, but that's what.
That was like a proposal.
It was like a proposal, and I think that's when I was sure. Like, I knew who you were. Right. I knew I was feeling you. So for you to be like, "Hey, I'm finna move into this place. You moving in or what?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Now, if I didn't like him or if I felt some kind of way or iffy about him, I would have said no.
Hey, what's up, King? Hey, this is my boy Farland, man.
What's up, Farland?
Of the Black Express Candle Company.
The best candles out there, y'all.
Hey, Farland, man. Please join us on this conversation, dog. Just click on the link.
Yes.
I would love to hear your perspective on here.
Yes.
About this topic, because chicks are being funny right now when you propose and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear the wife perspective now. Come on, Tiffany.
I want to hear it. Just click on the link. It's on the subject.
I want to hear the wife perspective.
They be doing us bad, man. No. They want us to do everything. But, like, if you had said no when I told you, hey, I want you to come and live with me, you said no?
Yeah.
And then you still trying to date while you didn't want to live with me?
Yeah.
Whatever happens after that, it's not my fault.
And I would have understood that.
If you come over where you sitting there over there, hey.
No, we not. Hey. We weren't doing that.
Hey,
but
you know what I'm saying?
It's just like a proposal.
I gave you the option.
It's just like a proposal. Deep down inside, when he asked me, "Hey, I'm about to move into my apartment. Is you coming or what?"
If you got a roommate and I want you to come and be with me, and you said no, hey,
then
man.
I'm really not that into you. But I was into you, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm about to give it all up." Like,
yada yada yada. And 13 years later, but if you said no, and later on, hey, you come over, man. Hey, I'm kind of busy right now. Let me call you back.
No, then you would have been cut off.
Let me call you back.
I bet you want nobody else to be sitting up.
You didn't want to come over, so
no, that's not.
Sorry, man. I'm kind of occupied right now. You know.
That's something I wouldn't.
I mean, well, how would you feel about that though?
I wouldn't have liked it. So,
but you deny me the opportunity to have you full time.
See, but that's the thing. Oh, what is that?
My boy.
There we go.
What's going on?
What up, boss man? What's going on, man?
But I ain't gonna lie, I came in late, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I came in right when you had told her, is you gonna stay or something? You had said I came in late. Y'all got
I mean, the topic is if you propose to your significant other and she says no, does the relationship still go on, or do you end the relationship?
No, by what though? Is
about no?
If they don't accept your proposal,
and you propose to them,
yeah.
Oh, if they don't, it's over.
It's over. I mean, why, dog?
Yeah. Matter of fact, we just talked about this the other day. So you said if I was to say, hey, would you marry me?
Yeah.
Right.
And you say no, it depends though.
It gotta be a reason.
It gotta be a reason.
Let me see your face, girl.
I ain't just gonna allow you to say no and then
exactly.
That's it. You gotta tell me, okay, I'm not ready. Just give me a little time or something. I don't know. It gotta be something.
I mean, so saying I'm not ready, is that a valid enough reason? I mean,
it got to be a reason why you're not ready.
Right.
I'm not financially where I want to be, or I want to accomplish a couple other things in life.
Okay. Exactly. Cause it's like women be feeling like they can make any excuse they want, and then whenever they feel ready, that's when we're supposed to be ready for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as a man, I don't think that's fair, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
But you have the option.
Tiffany trying to get the link.
Because if you say you're not ready and then somebody else jump in, start grabbing my attention. Am I free to try that person that might be ready too?
Yeah,
No,
that's true. I think it's a break, and might
You know-
need a break.
You
No,
leave
but
it open
I
now,
look
right?
at
So
it
we can
as
figure
this:
it out.
if a man proposes to a woman, and then 2 weeks later he got another chick at his house, you really couldn't have been that much into her like that.
true.
Anyway,
Yeah,
you can't
that's
move
true.
on. You
That's
shouldn't
true.
be able to move on that fast.
But sometimes you don't
Right.
know where you are in that lineup. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the option to see where you are in that lineup. You know
so
what
that
I'm saying?
means it's a rotation.
That's
in
right. Hey, you never know who's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if he give you that first choice, you say no. All right, now, hey,
I'm going to the
Yeah,
second.
it
choice.
probably won't happen right away, but I'm gonna definitely open that door for
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, okay, when you ready, I'm gonna give you time to figure out what you want to do. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later, but
Right.
I can't sit around and just wait
Right. I mean, I
for you to
agree
get
with
together,
that.
especially if I don't know. I just
How
feel like
long would you wait
depends.
though? How long would you wait if the person said no, but you really digging that person? How long would you wait before moving on to somebody else?
I don't know. I would have to establish that time, right then and there. Okay, how much more time you think you need
Oh,
for
how
you to
much
figure
time?
out? Yeah, if you talking about a year or
That's a no.
long
I just need a plan. I need a plan. Okay, you need if you need the more assurance that this gonna work, you have to go to counseling or something to figure us out more, then that's different. But if you ain't giving me nothing and just got me like,
oh yeah, like
gotta wait.
I ain't feeling like Boo Boo the Fool, and you got me saying,
Yeah.
I mean, it be like that, man. That's why I think us men, we gotta have a stronger backbone, man. Just be like, you know what, man.
And maybe y'all do, because women know. We know if we want to be with you or not.
I think we just be too in love sometimes with these chicks, man. And they be playing like,
man, you know us fellas, we'll fall for anything.
Yeah, man. They be having some good dudes, man. I know a couple
especially
good dudes.
if you in love. Especially
I know,
you
man.
in love.
Yeah, man.
Especially you in love, man. It's a wrap. It's
there's
wrap.
Miss Tiffany.
Oh,
Hey,
man,
Tiffany.
Oh, hey, we need a woman perspective over here.
Please give
I
a woman
want to put it in
perspective.
my AirPod. Okay, here we go.
So what you think, Tiffany?
She got to put her earpods on.
Okay.
You ain't got to leave.
No, I don't know.
You got the earpods going? Oh, she getting sick.
Yeah, because I have a couple of brothers, man. They got their emotion just trampled on, man. Cause there's some good dudes. When I know you're a good dude, and the chick don't appreciate you, I say go ahead and move on, man.
Yeah, because somebody gonna appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Because some of these chicks, they don't know good dudes when they have one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of women don't appreciate good men. They want men to give them a hard time, and
I think it's vice versa. It's a lot of, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Hey, don't be afraid to right now.
There we go.
Dang, I don't know what my AirPods at.
Oh, there she goes. So what you think, Tiffany?
Okay, what we talking about now?
If somebody proposed to their significant other and they say no, do you think the relationship should go on or no? Does the relationship still go on if they tell them no after the proposal?
I think it depends. I think there should be. I feel like if somebody proposed to me and I say no, I feel like I shouldn't just give them a no and that's it. Like I feel like I should explain my no, because if we already in a relationship and we've been in a relationship in a while, I love this person, so that shouldn't be the question. So I need to explain the why. If I'm not ready right now, like Farland was saying, like it might be something I want to do first, or even if I know this is the person that I want to marry. Maybe right now it's a no on the marriage, but we can work towards it.
Right.
But I think letting them know like what it is, like not just like no, that's it. And they're kind of like, but I thought we were in a good place, or we're already living together, or we're already have kids or whatever the case may be. Like what else is there for us to do? I think it should be like a legitimate reason. But I feel like if you've been with a person for like so many years, you living with this person, you got kids or whatever, it's kind of like
I mean some of this
you kind of only feel like, okay, well, is the love not really there because we don't get everything else? So what's the hold up?
A man's emotion gonna feel kind of like trampled on. Like, damn, I've been doing
right now. I think in that instance, I think it's kind of like if y'all have done everything under the sun, then it's kind of like, okay, so
what you waiting for?
Why is there a question? You can live with me, you can have kids with me, but you're not ready to. Like, I feel like that's a little questionable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a little bit questionable. Then I mean, if I was a person proposing, if I was a guy and I'm proposing, I would feel like, okay, there got to I don't understand. Like, there must be some type of love lost if we can do all of this and you say no.
So what's not a valid reason? What is something somebody can say and you be like, oh no, I'm not gonna wait for this. Like, I understand if you're getting finances together, but like, what's not a valid reason?
And I still feel like you can still say yes because like if that's the person that you feel like you're gonna marry, you can still say yes. But maybe not. Let's not jump into having a wedding and doing all this other stuff. Let's work towards it. Maybe let's hold off a year or two. And just figure out some things, whether it's finances or
Now that you said that, you know what? I wouldn't accept no.
You would accept no?
You better say yeah in front of everybody. Now.
But I'm not gonna embarrass nobody. Like, I wouldn't embarrass the person. Like I wouldn't be like, I would come with more of an explanation. Like, I would, first of all, we in front of family. I'm not like, no. Especially if you took the time out to do all that, I'm just not gonna do that. Like, because you love the person, you don't want to embarrass them.
Right.
Be the talk of the town, like, oh, child, she said no. But I would explain, like, yes, I do want to marry you. But at this very, very moment, like, let's work on this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And if that's it's like valid reasons, then y'all come up with a plan. Like, okay, cool, let's work towards that. But I wouldn't just be like, and then get home and be like, I just don't really,
I got to fix my bills. I got too many bills right now.
You're gonna be like, wait, hold on. So I just did
Everybody telling you congratulations on Facebook.
So it's like,
you know what? I kind of see the system. All my proposals been kind of like awkward position, not like
look, all of them. How many?
All of them.
I'm saying
man.
Well,
how many did you have?
Like number 3.
Okay.
I was married, but it been like
he was just ready to get married, man.
I've always been a married man. I've always been a married man, but the first one was kind of awkward. You don't give them nothing to talk about, man. You're not going to embarrass me and they say no later on.
Yeah.
We're doing that in public. I'm not doing that public.
Oh, you did it in private?
Yeah, I did it in private. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm supposed to in private. You said no, at least it's between us. Then we can discuss it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm over here,
I would have said no.
Huh?
Yeah, see, ours ended up being
ours was like, we was on the news and everything.
Man, they don't know what I'm saying no.
So how did you propose? Now I'm curious.
I want to hear that story too.
Well, it happened all of a sudden. It's a little blurry because, but it was on New Year's Eve. We was downtown.
Yeah, that's a big night. You couldn't say
no. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I didn't even know like the cameras was like behind us.
Yeah.
But all I remember is tapping her on her shoulder, and she turned around and I lost all the words that I was gonna say. I had a whole spiel. That I was gonna say, and next thing you know, I couldn't. Nothing would come out my mouth, so I just dropped to my knee.
Yeah, like I literally didn't hear nothing he said. I didn't hear nothing. Like people were screaming and stuff. I didn't hear nothing. I was just crying. I seen the ring, and I was like, I don't even know if they're not even saying. And it was just so many emotions that I think we both was just like. Just was.
Did you say Timber's Hall? Were you guys at her show?
No. We was downtown on Church Street for New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, downtown New Year's Eve on Church Street, that's like everybody be out there.
Yeah, everybody out.
I mean, I have to ask Tiffany, do you feel pressured being there with such, wide open space and you're on the spot and everything? I mean, was it like a pressure?
You know what? That's a good question because I think every woman probably will feel like a little like, oh my gosh, everybody's looking at me. Like I would say like for me, because I already wanted to marry him. Like it was kind of like a matter of what you doing. You know, like, it was kind of like like me and my sisters had already talked about it. Like they were just like, he gonna marry you. He gonna marry you. And I was just like, when? You know what I'm saying?
So I imagine that was exciting.
So it was kind of like, finally.
And then we woke up. Everybody talking about congratulations. And we like, you told somebody? And I was like, no. She said, no, I ain't tell nobody either. And next thing you know, people was like, oh, yeah, we seen y'all on the news.
Yeah, I was on the news and didn't even know.
I was like, man, I meant to do that. I knew what I was doing.
They ain't saying nothing.
Right.
Yeah, it was a bonus. You know what I'm saying?
I told the news people to capture us, you know.
And you know the crazy thing is, everybody else seen us on the news but us. We didn't have any. No, everybody was just texting and calling. I'm like, huh? They're like, girl, you was on the news. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Wow, that's crazy.
We tried to find the footage and everything. Couldn't get it.
But I think that's what a lot of women want, that magical moment, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to get everybody involved. They want everybody to see.
They want to have their story, like, hey, girl, he got down.
They want to post it on their Facebook.
Even if he would have did it private, like for me, that would have been special too, because I'm not like a center of attention type of person. Like I'm actually like very like, like when it's a lot of eyes on me, I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's like even if he would have did it like it's just me and him, I would have felt the exact same way, just because it was something that I was looking forward to. So
I understand, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and her, we had talked about it so much. It's like, hey, man, let's go get married.
He's sitting on the computer, turn around, I'm on the couch. You want to get married? Yeah, let's get married.
Let's
go.
So did y'all have a wedding?
Let's do it.
Oh, to see that? Yeah, see, that's why I recommend everybody go to the courthouse, man.
We don't went to the courthouse. She don't like parties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we're not gonna have a party. So like,
I don't like big crowds of people.
There's not a big ceremony we're doing, so we just
because literally our wedding wasn't for us. Our wedding was for our family.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's how it was.
Like everybody was we had such a good time, and half of it I don't even we can't remember.
Wow. So it was a pretty
because it was like then. Yeah, it was about 150 people. I think.
Wow. That was a party. That was a party.
So it was just like
everybody bring somebody, and it turned into
So it was just like my family, his family, everybody just was drinking and having a good time.
Yeah,
and we was just ready to go at that point. We was just like, we tired.
Now, how do you feel about renewing the vow? Because she's talking about renewing the vow.
I feel like renewing vows is cute. If you can make it to 5 years or even after 10 years, what y'all think about vow renewal?
I go first. So anywho,
y'all can tell we already had this conversation.
So, our 10-year anniversary is October 13th this year,
right?
And I want to renew our vow.
Aww.
Why?
But I don't think why.
Yeah, the marriage.
Because you know what? This is how I feel. Like me and him are not the same two people that got married in 2012.
Exactly.
We are not the same. We have evolved. We have grown. We have children.
Two
different people. Yeah, we're still married, but I feel like the renewal will kind of be like it's like us starting over, starting fresh on who we are now.
Yeah.
Because he's not the same person that I married, and I'm not the same person that he married.
But
like we're two totally different people.
The good part about that is y'all actually grew together. A lot of people grow apart, but y'all grew together. And I feel
like we grew up. Like we became like adults together.
Yeah. We need to sign a petition, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no petitions.
There needs to be an
But it doesn't even have to be a big thing. I just want something nice, intimate, just something.
We need an expiration date.
I'm with you, Tiffany. I'm with you on that.
10-year expiration date. We need a 10-year expiration date if you guys want this renewal. You know what I'm saying? So that way we could at least have an option. to renew.
So hold on. So you said option. So if you don't want the renewal, the marriage end.
Right. That's what he's saying.
I
He's something else, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. So, but I feel like I would want a renewal. I feel like it's cute and it's just special. Like,
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I think
especially if you have
I
a
would be
wedding
more. I think I would, to be honest, like our wedding day, like yeah, I remember it, but I feel like if we was to renew our vows, I feel like
it'd be
I
smaller.
don't know. I just feel like our kids will be a part of that. Like, you know, we have children that they have no idea what our wedding looks like. They don't
Yeah.
know. You know what I'm saying? And
Part
to
of it.
have like something for them and just something intimate. It don't got to be no, because we're not doing that big old wedding thing.
Right, right.
That was too much.
I hope you take
You know, but just something nice
That's
because I feel like me and
she
him
already got
have
it
like-
written down, plan
Yeah.
by plan. She talking about she want a new ring, and I'm like,
Exactly. Okay, so while we talking about this,
renewal.
while we talking
So I
about
need a
this,
renew ring.
But
Exactly.
I just got her a new ring that she lost. So
Exactly.
uh-oh,
Hey,
Tiffany, come on, Tiffany.
that's
and
me.
that's
Listen,
the
You got to
second.
understand, we are two different people than what we were when we got married. So
Yeah.
he need to
Hey,
get
he
me
got
a ring
you a
for
new
who
ring.
I am
That's a
today.
whole new marriage now. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole new
You need
marriage.
to get me a new ring for. I feel like I deserve it. I feel like I deserve a new ring. I do.
Exactly.
I feel like I've been
and
a
it's
good
nothing
wife,
wrong. I feel like with
a
an
great
upgrade.
mother. I've birthed his children.
10
I feel
years.
like
10 years. Get that woman a ring.
Ironically,
I'm
though,
just
I
saying.
got a new ring because my other one broke.
He broke his.
Oh,
So
for
it's
real?
a whole new marriage.
No,
Hey, it's a restart.
no, it's not.
right. I
It's
feel,
a
and I feel like
restart.
when you renew it, I feel like we're gonna feel. I feel like once if we ever renew our vows, I feel like and so many people I know that renew their vows and they just feel like they're newlyweds again. Like it's like
Yeah.
you know, and it's
I've
like
seen
refreshing.
people that renew their vow after that they you know when they got a divorce because sometimes you renew your vow to try to rekindle that love. If the love wasn't there, it just ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Something
But
like
that's the thing, like
go through all the
I
ceremony.
think I feel like
and
we need that. I feel like
You know what I'm saying?
if we renew our vows, I feel like because we've worked so hard these past 10 years,
Yeah.
I feel like that's for us. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I feel like it'll be for us. I think it'll be like a kind of like a restart, like
I
you know.
understand completely.
I feel it, but and like I said, some people
You know what? I just think the men be thinking about. I just think they be thinking about money to spend
The expenses.
or
They
If
think
I-
about
like,
the
oh, we need to have
expenses.
another
We're married
wedding.
already.
They
He's a
not thinking
business owner.
about
He's thinking about like, hey man, I can probably invest in the business.
You know,
right. They thinking like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like in your relationship, like okay, so your marriage come first.
Yeah.
So that's priority.
Exactly.
So you gotta renew your vows.
If it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. Hey, if it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. We're already married. Don't try to do nothing to curse
But
it.
you can always renew.
Fresh.
Renew doesn't mean start over. Like it doesn't. It just means a renewal. It just means like a little restart. You know.
Yeah, and
You know how
I
you go
think
get it.
a
You know how you go
new
get a
ring-
tune up on your car.
Yeah.
Go get
It just
yeah.
gives you that extra motivation to keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing and more.
and
we
more.
coming
Yeah.
up on that 10-year anniversary next year, and I want to upgrade my
Oh,
ring.
snap.
I want to
Hey
upgrade
man,
my
you gotta
ring.
upgrade that
There's
ring,
nothing wrong
man.
with that.
You
I
gotta
want to
upgrade that
upgrade
ring,
mine.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
almost tempted
upgrade.
to just go upgrade it.
Big
I'm
upgrade.
getting double teamed right now.
What's wrong with a little
You gotta
upgrade?
upgrade that ring, man. Big ring.
Double
You
teamed.
know,
Yeah.
But you know,
you gotta spend the millions on something. You know,
$1 million.
But-
It's a couple of hundreds, a couple of hundreds, a couple of thousands. It ain't too much.
I'm about to because and we have a new topic coming up, so we'll see how that goes on a new topic.
You see how they try to put stuff up on me?
Uh-oh.
Ain't funny.
What you want to talk about? Bye.